Hey folks, in today's video we're back with another casual Balatro run. Here, an early commitment to a double blueprint thanks to a cheeky Sixth Sense play only got more absurd when I found a natural Negative Showman, which eventually showed me more blueprints than I knew what to do with. Enjoy the video. I'll take it. Alright, so we buy this. And then honestly, we might as well open up the Buffoon pack too, right? I have regrets. Well, it's free, so. RF, thank you for the super chat. Die. Hold? Oh. Stonks. What? Shouldn't have even bothered with that one. Alright, let's discard for more sixes. No need, it's right here. Rip it. That was, like, undoubtedly the worst hit, just because I had so many clubs already in hand. How often do you play modded? Pretty rarely these days. Okay, this is pretty good. We can strengthen some fives into sixes. Okay, there's one.
Well
there's
met.
A six. Oh. Okay, well, we just hit our sixes
well
anyway.
Met.
That's a good one. Twisted and Drearian. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate that. So we should only have one more natural six left in our deck. Then we can stronk those. Here we go.
Well met.
And Cowabunga, thank you for the bits. Hope the exams went well. Congrats on being done. I do like Rough Gem. And I should probably buy this. Let's just get through this round because it's kind of an ugly boss blind. Tyus, thank you for the super chat. Congrats on the nano. Hello. It's a lot earlier than it has been lately. Okay. France is pretty good here. Oh my god. I want both of these, but I have to pick one. Otherwise, I risk just kind of dying. I think it's probably the rebate. Fours.
Well met.
I mean, each diamond that I play... Oh, wait. That's a 6. Each diamond that I play is $2. Plus 50 aura. Oh! It's a little more than 50 aura here, I think. So it's worth it to spam diamonds. And we just do this. Well, I guess we know what we're going for. Cowabunga, thank you for the gifted sub. We have 0 6s left. So now I could take the, Now I could take the Hanging Chad, but it's not here anymore. I do want this, right? Yeah. Go for 7s. Okay, buddy. Whoops. Could make one more 6 here. Or I could do the sensible thing and take $15. But it's a casual run. So, obviously, we do the casual thing. Oh.
Well met.
Uh-huh. So our inventory's kind of stuck here for a moment. I want to find something that gives me scoring. So that I can Ecto and Onk. Without just, like, putting the run at risk. Another 7. Onk does not keep the negative no. That would be too strong. I don't even have the inventory slot for the extra 6. Banana's not it. Okay, this is our move. Grab the purple. This is also good for because we want to play those kings long term. But for now, just like any 2 pairs should be fine. Nice. Whoa! It was almost catastrophic. Does Serpent trigger the Matador? No? Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably just the reserve parking angle. Ash, thank you for the super chat. Glad you're enjoying the content. Good luck with the erratic deck. Red Seal on a 5 is tempting. Sure, why not? I don't think we really care that much about farming reserve parking value. We'd rather have like almost any other econ joker. You think chip jokers are relevant in any deck except Plasma? Very much so, yes. In some instances, they're more relevant outside of Plasma deck. They're only relevant in Plasma deck in the early stages or on low antes, or low antes and low stakes. I'm still checking for the mail-in rebate. I miss it. Our hand size is so tiny now. This is 60, this is 90. I don't really have anything with high molt that wants that photograph right now. It's a little late to start scaling a square man. Or a runner for that matter. We want to like look for an opening to move out of chips. Holy. Thank you, reserve parking. My first kicking went 3 for 3, and then I blacked out for the rest of it. Bean. Let's make more of these rocks. It's an investment in future deaths. Odd Todd's not bad. Bonerman. It's just better. For the hand that we intend to play. Foil me. Okay. This is much more now. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Still, not at all what I'm looking for. Is that rough gem again? Castle is a lot of discards. Not a lot of hand size still is the problem. Probably farm the money a bit. I don't really know where my score is right now, though. I think it's fine. And I should have been paying more attention earlier. Yeah, it's fine. Probably want the voucher. Can make yet another purple. Nah. I've used a lot of deaths on that rock already. Beautiful. Oh! Okay. That's pretty good. Ice cream is back. Okay. Let's not get too greedy here. Okay, we hit. Excellent. Might as well use this. Hey, welcome, Blue Train. Yeah, kind of need to play our face cards most of the time. These are terrible. I'll take both of the kings. And convert them into something else later. Or better yet, into better kings later. Like this polychrome one, we really want to get a red seal on it somehow. Discarding 8s. And spades. There we go. Okay, boss blind. Not looking great. We can maybe get by with like 4 of a kind or something. Or even 5 of a kind with the scary face. Probably not. What if we kill this and start ramping the constellation for now? Surely there's another jack in here somewhere, right? There it is. We have Terra Merchant. I don't think I need that. Oh, Temperance was more. Whoops. Minus $2. Why is streamer so stupid? I do not play a 2-pair here. What does my flush look like? Not good. Okay. Let's do this instead, maybe. I don't want to lose out on the gold seal. Cool. We didn't go broke. Might be the first death we've seen. We're looking for 8s. Eights don't exist, I guess. Incredible. Wow, what a disappointing castle, even with 5 discards. Castle is always disappointing. That's what I've been saying. Eights again. Cannot find that polychrome. Oh well, we'll just get money instead. Kodo, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Oh. Huh. Surely now we will be able to... Yep. And we found the 8s. Let's do this first in case we get another death. And, well, we got another 8. Another chance for a death. Wait a minute, another 8. Excellent. And we hit you with this one. And then maybe one of these. Yeah, and the blue seal. Whoa, that's not very good yet. Huh. We just need to, like, spam planets for the constellation and then copy that instead, I think. Okay.
Well met.
I have seed money. There we go. Emu, thank you for the 4 months. It's gonna discard that anyway. No! There we go. Hit you with one of these. This is the Dusk Hand.
Well met.
Did I get money from that? Okay, that's much better. Thank you, Dusk. This is probably less expensive than spamming hands for Constellation, so let's do that instead. We're obviously not gonna, like, add unnecessary cards, but it pairs well with the DNA. More. Guess that works too with the Dusk. Okay. This is my only king that isn't a heart. Alvaro, thank you for the super chat. One, two, three. So it's net 2 cards. Play this. Into this. This, and then we do want to copy the Dusk, even though it's more score to copy the Bloodstone. Okay. It's a lot of score, it's fine. Probably don't need the DNA for too much longer. Kill it now. We have 22 kings, we want a smaller deck right now, not a bigger one. We've got a lot of cards to kill. Whiplash. Hello? And here I thought I had magic, or... Uh-oh. Additional cards, or tarot cards in the shop.
Well met.
Probably still worth farming or playing towards the Dusk Hand. Just for the potential money. Like, the money from the single gold seal alone is worth it. Thanks, Idol. That was completely and utterly unnecessary. Oh, should've used the strength there. We're deck fixing. I have no kings that aren't hearts. I have no kings that aren't hearts. Training card would be nice, not for this boss blind, but in general, yeah. Perfect. Yep. Yerp.
Well met.
Call me Kronk. Thank you for the 2 months. That helps with the idol. Okay. One of those is pretty good. We do not want that. That kind of does horrible things to our shops. Huge. Whoops. huge. It's a little greedy. So I think what we actually do is give up the planet here. Probably could have gotten away with it. Thanks, Bloodstone. Very cool. Are you gonna... 1, 2, 3, 4... That was a really quiet first half of the Bloodstone. Hack. Not a lot of... Like, we're getting good money off of the Tarot Merchant, but not a lot of, like, deaths and hung men. Huh? RF, thank you for the super chat. Casual run and proceeds to get the most insane run? What are you talking? This is very casual. I have a Bloodstone and no oops. What are we talking about? Does chat always replace casual with bad run? I don't know. Maybe they're in on the meme. Probably not, though. Max, thank you for the super chat. Congrats on the fun run. How's the voucher situation? Non-existent. No, we've got a few. We've got a lot of discards. It does exist. Okay, look for a red seal first. We only death the red seal. So we just go next for now. $1 per card played. Oh, this is awkward. Where is it? I mean, we see every card in our deck, so it shouldn't be a problem to find it. It is just a little expensive. We had to give up multiple tarots and multiple dollars to get there. There we go. We've done it. $23? Another 23? Did I read that right? Edsy, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. We're doing a nice casual run right now. We're on ante 11. This is my deck. We're almost fully online with the idol. We've got some red seal polychrome kings. So we're just looking to finish our deck fixing now. Cat. It's a very tempting showman. I think it might have been worth over maybe the Bloodstone. Because I still think we're at a spot where we can just rely on the polychrome to get us there. Aces. Max. Thank you for the super chat. It would have been more money the other way. Don't really care about this. Definitely don't care about these. Cool. I don't know, apparently Bloodstone doesn't do anything anyway. You can see the oops coming? I don't know that I would take an oops. I don't know what I would sub out for it. Maybe the Dusk? But that's giving me a lot of money right now, too. Really just want to find deaths and hungmen. Oh, okay. Now there's an awkward choice here. I think we might want the hungmen more, right? Because I have a lot of cleanup to do, and then we want the deaths later.
Well met.
Haters will say it's streamer luck. Planking, thank you for the 3 months. Let's get one more discardable king here.
Well met.
RF, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, sometimes I do speak things into existence. It needs to be studied. Cool. Oh, that's $400.
Well met.
Nicole, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate that. I should have taken that tower. It's worth it if we can't find the hungmen again. But surely with this much money, we're guaranteed to find it, right? Jesus. I gotta stop. Oh my god, I gotta stop. It's another good hit. RF, thank you for the super chat. What's your highest ante ever? 39. Oh, we got one. Not our high card. New bait, the seed must have anti-40 potential. We don't need new bait. There's plenty of old bait that Chad is more than comfortable reusing. Is the thing between you and Bloodstone something personal, or they're just my feelings? No, it's just Bloodstone has cost me numerous runs lately because I've had multiple days where I keep going 0 for 5 and 1 for 5 on my Bloodstones in consecutive hands and then die. Why couldn't you have been the negative? That would have been nice. Oh! Okay, we can finally get out of this nonsense. And then buy the Baron, right, chat? Baron? Baron? We have kings, Baron? Yeah, Poly Kings are even better for Baron. What is streamer thinking? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So once we find those cards, we have our deck fixing set up for... Oh, red card value. That'll do it. I'm just, like, priority one is getting these, this idol online. And so I need to see much of my deck in order to do that. We should see every card, though, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. One more, and it's this 2. Oh, guess I should have done this. Come on. Alright. Idol's ready. Bloodstone. I'm gonna sell that Bloodstone. Next Showman I get. Alright, we probably want to cut out some of the rocks now. There it is. Holy. Alright. Now Rebate goes for a Showman. Unless we hit an Ecto, then Rebate goes for the Ecto. Let's do this one, actually. Let's skip these. Just need to keep an eye on my deck. Could have discarded one more, actually. Should have discarded one more, actually. We will also sell Rebate for another, oh, we're getting a lot of red card value. For another Cola. So it's Rebate for Showman and Cola. Maybe Invisible as well. We're kind of collecting a lot of doo-doo negatives, and then also Faceless. I'd like to get more deaths just to make our deck a little bit more homogeneous. I don't think we need to cut cards to do that, though, because that limits our rebate value. That's a funny shop. Alright. Copy and sock is better than idle for scoring because of polychrome. No, copy and sock is not better than copy and idle right now. We're doing it because we don't need the scoring. We need it. We need the retriggers for chances at money. What is this build? It's just a casual build. We don't actually know what's left in our deck. I think we do have blank, right? So we could get antimatter. And then we can take another ecto. Another voucher cleared. Yeah, 2 blueprints and a brainstorm is pretty typical if you manage your money. This is a pretty bog standard idle build. Oh, now you show up. And again. We don't need that. We have infinite rerolls. Let's see what our skips are. Okay. There we go. We have rolled a lot of money for that death. Alex, thank you for the super chat. Can this get past ante 14 without Perkio? Probably not. Unfortunately. RF, thank you for the super chat. Can already see making a video on this casual build despite nothing being casual about this build. I don't know what you're talking about. Feels casual to me, alright.
Well met.
Mufe, thank you for the 7 months. I mean, it's a warm-up run. It's our first run of the day. What are we talking about? This is the first run, yeah. Okay, that's funny. Stop giving me bad negatives, though. Okay, now we really have a lot of incentive to hoard as much money as possible. So that we can find like a negative rebate would go crazy too. I know that's asking a lot. Ethan, thank you for the super chat. Wait, that's my line. Identity theft is not a joke. Unless it's happening to someone I don't like, then it's hilarious. Seeing double does work with wilds, yeah. I love these casual runs. I'm glad somebody gets it. Thank you. I'm out of discards. I've been scammed. Alright, we need to clean up this Joker situation. The Joker situation is crazy. Okay.
Well met.
DJ, thank you for the gifted subs. Seltzer? My vouchers are pretty terrible, so I'm gonna do this. My man. I would like that rebate back, though, please. Nope. I'll hang on to this for a little bit. Where... rebate. Take DNA to make glass red seals at this stage in the run. No, I've got 28 cards. That's way more than I need. Okay. No reason to roll anymore. Other than I guess we could get like negative rebate and other things. Oh right, we still have this. That's annoying. But probably mandatory. Hiker sure would exist. That's very true. In fact, does exist, allegedly. Just doesn't, like, do anything for this run.
Well met.
End Malice, thank you for the prime. Yeah, one Ecto and no antimatter is where we are right now. I see the vision. Are you sure you're not seeing double? Wait till chat finds out you aren't copying optimally and they think you're dead? Yeah. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Natasha, thank you for the membership. So on both the gold and white state, ante 39 is nan. Yes. Scaling in endless is pretty much identical past, like, ante 12 between all stakes. Because when you get numbers, like, big enough, you know, factors of, like, 3 or 4 just simply don't matter anymore. Right? And that's all gold stake does is increase the, like, it multiplies it by a set number. And that stops mattering once you get to, like, exponential numbers. Excality, thank you for the super chat. I was just about to say, I do still kind of want to find some deaths. That was bad order, but what are you gonna do? Jesus. Dontrix, thank you for the super chat. And Michael, thank you for the membership. What's the red card doing? It's just hanging out. It's preventing weirdo chatters from attacking me for not taking a nat negative that I was offered. Yeah, he's chill. He's a little weird, but he's chill. Ante 39 attempt? Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to come up like maybe 15 antes too short, but what are you going to do? Max, thank you for the super chat. Highest ante possible with this build without Perkio making Eris and having Observatory? Maybe 25? But we have to get our vouchers right for any of that to be possible. 25 or 26 is probably about the point that we can expect to get to. Man. Bean really do be out here summoning beans in my shops every run. I'll come by during a high card run sometime? Alright. Well, we've been doing a lot of those lately, so we're on a tolerance break. So that might be a week or two before we do that again. I just like playing the shiny ones. It's a casual run.
That's a pretty good score. Can't wait for the running out of glass. Yeah, we'll loop through our lines in no time at all, I'm sure. It wouldn't be a casual run without a little bit of line looping. You think more ways of getting high score runs would be appreciated, so you have more variety in that kind of content? For me, yes, but I also recognize that the game isn't balanced around my ideals and like how I play the game, and so I think it's probably a little bit unlikely that we'll see. Like, I think it'll be incidental if we get more endless viable jokers in the content update rather than intentional. The game is balanced around ante 8, and I think jokers are designed with that in mind, so it'd be nice, but not everybody plays the game this way. Shouldn't you copy idle with one joker? If I wanted to score, yes, but I'm scoring an unbelievable, an indescribable amount more than I need to, so why not farm for lucky cards? It's for the same reason that I'm not throwing glass cards, right? So in actuality, it's more optimal to copy this way so that we can farm some more money. So we're just doing some light rolling for tarot cards as well as like random negatives that might help the build, like this being negative. Chad being negative could do something. Third idol. There's nothing to cut for it. If it were negative though, it could have been something. Oh no, the wall? Oh god, yeah, you're right. Another extra large boss blind to ruin our fun. Wouldn't 3 idle be better than the sock? No. Do you mean sell the sock and buy the 3rd idol? Or do you mean copy the sock, which is the conversation we just had? Because either way, the answer is no. It's actually a little bit early to be doing some glass stuff, and it's literally only Trib that can do anything because we do have Telescope. I think we've got enough money and score that we can probably do it. Okay, well, yeah, of course. Did I say Trib? I meant Perkio. Cool. We might have done that anyway, to be honest with you. We'll do this because it's funny, and we can show off how inconsequential it is for our score. We also, like, realistically, we could pivot to a high card build. It's in our Telescope, and we have so many of these copy effects. But I don't think we will. Stonks. Okay, that's probably enough rolling for now. All right, let's slow down on the glass accumulation here. Until we actually need to start caring about our score. Which we are very far from. Negative tag rip. I have no idea why I would want to take that. At this stage in the run especially. Like, look at how many negatives I already have and how little they're doing. Random negative jokers do not help a build like this in nearly every situation. Do you think there's a need for a chip molt joker? I mean, we've got things like Scene Double, Flower Pot are all chip molt jokers. The Family, the Duo, all of those are chip molt jokers, so we've got plenty. So I don't think it's necessary. Throwback, allegedly, does something. There we go. But every times molt joker is also a times chip joker because of math. In every instance that isn't, like, exactly plasma deck. Red card is a chip molt joker. I mean, technically, yeah, but, like, most... Yeah. Most people are looking for multiplicative scaling in their chips, not realizing that, like, that's what multiplicative jokers already do. Oof, almost had to risk some glass there. That would have been catastrophic. Would you take DNA here? Nope. We are looping lines again, though. 28 cards is more than sufficient for our goals. I'd take a negative DNA because it doesn't do anything. But we have more than enough cards. You need, like, 1.5 antes worth of glass. Which is not that much glass. Do we sell a brainstorm for this Jake? I don't think so. I don't think we need vouchers that badly. We do kind of need antimatter, but... There's nothing too invisible. Like, our jokers are... currently optimal. It's enough double tags, I think. I mean, it's never enough, but... Strict upgrade here. Like, still needs to be 3 face cards, not 3 cards. Not every stone cards aren't face cards, it turns out. Minus $15, $20, $25. Jesus. Things really escalated quickly when we got all those brainstorms and blueprints. Is it the floating point of precision the foil might actually do nothing? Yeah. Like, well, again, because it's of the balancing, it does nothing. Effectively. Because, like, you know, 2,050 versus 2,000, and then this huge number is a meaningless distinction in terms of averaging that out. Double fooling. Oh, good. We get to ditch one of these useless negatives. Could have pivoted to the high guard? Yeah, but again, we've been doing that a lot lately, and it gets boring. I mean, we'll take them both, I guess, because it's funny. But, like, we can't actually keep the Merry Andrew after we take our next Ecto, unless we get something to replace it with. Oh, that's true. It is more money. Which may be a reason to add more cards to the deck, I guess. Why couldn't you be the negative, though? Yeah, let's do a wee bit of deck stuff in here. That was easy. So it increases the net negative chance. It doesn't, according to the text on the card, but man. I know it's confirmation bias. It sure does feel like it sometimes, doesn't it? Uh-oh. I should have paid more attention. It'll be more than fine. It's just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Probably just want to go fully on this, just to be sure. We're good, I believe? Yeah, it's not even close. Like, I probably don't even need to change my copying at all. We've already beaten it. Probably could have done it with without risking the glass, even. So we just need to go slower on that in the future. Perfect. Cat. Oh no, our Grimbo. Why'd you take the voucher to block it coming up again? Well, first of all, we're on the big blind, so there's no rush to do so. Second of all, if it's Tarot Tycoon, which I think it is, just from memory, that's a bad voucher that clogs our shops in the future. So it depends on the voucher. Some of them don't want to be taken. Oh, hey, that's $20. And I was right about the voucher that it was. Even though I'm only like half paying attention. Why couldn't you be negative? That would save me so much thinking. Why couldn't that be negative? That would net me so much money and then make me die again on accident. That's probably enough spending, right? Alright, who dies here? Grimbo? Probably Grimbo. I love you, buddy, but you gotta go. He won't be missed? Yeah, now we won't have to feel the psychic damage of him, you know, decrementing every time we discard. Hopefully that ante starts to matter. It would be nice. We've got some room in our score. We would also like Omen Globe. Basically, we just want a voucher skip. It's another voucher cleared at least. Is this seeded? No, this is casual. There's no need to seed a casual run. No voucher skips again. There's our death. Maybe save it so that we can stuff another card in, and then I think we're at where we need to. Casually having 7 negatives? Yeah, and one of them matters. Well, I guess 1.5 of them matters. Like, getting a bunch of negative... 2 of them matter. 2.5 of them. Getting a bunch of negatives isn't meaningful. Nice. If they don't contribute to your score. That's why the negative skip is bad. Negative Joker, aren't they supposed to be funny? I don't know, I never saw that movie. Actually, that's not true. I never saw the sequel. I fell asleep multiple times during the first one. I tried. Multiple times. It was insufferable, man. You feel fear burnout from Balatro. I played Hearthstone for 7 years. If I can survive that, I think I can survive a little bit longer on Balatro. I think we're good for the time being. This multiplayer, yep. But I've already destroyed my opponent, and we're just on our own from here. It's hard to burn out on enjoyable things. That's not entirely true. Doing the same thing for too long, no matter how fun it is, can get tiring, but I don't know. Game's been out for like 1.5 years. And it's still a lot better than nearly every other job, right? Yeah, it's PvP, me versus chat. It's really difficult to say who's ahead right now. That's another brainstorm. I guess we can do this. But we really have more of the glass than we want right now. Let's do this. Roffle versus negative skip discourse? Yeah, but only every time it pops up. I've got both reroll vouchers, so the plant is not concerning. Boss blinds are not concerning. The only thing that can beat us is me making another blunder at a critical time, or just the anti-scaling. Why don't people like negative skips in white stake? I think they're worse on white stake because what Joker is going to add to our score right now? There's like most of the Jokers that can add to our score we already have. So the reason people don't like negative skips on white stake is because it's not good. Random Jokers don't contribute to your score once you get past a certain point. As you can see by the negatives that we do have. We do a little line looping though. Do I even have any non-red seals anymore? That answers that. Maybe I should install Saturn just for the deck organization. It's really hard to check your deck on these type of runs. It looks like everything's a red seal. The Cowley situation is crazy. It's all part of the bit, chat.
Well met.
Cowley gets special privileges as a mod. Spunky, thank you for the sub. Oh god, not again. No! We can take Ekno now? True, without having to give up the Andrew. I have to be advertiser friendly now. I'm posting videos and stuff. All right, that's fair. That's fair. I tried. I did like a cursory exploration of that seed, and I have no idea how one could possibly beat that on gold stake. I might give it some like legitimate attempts next week. Right, we did it. It cooks on Ghost, honestly. That's one of the things I was thinking. I was thinking Ghost and Abandoned would probably be the thing that makes the most sense for me. Okay, send it. Is your hunger for a second nanimp the same as that of your first? No. Because it's a lot easier every time after the first. Okay, we get to add both of these now, I guess. If only we would randomly get the negatives to land on a good Joker. C-dubs, thank you for the bits. Negative mine would be funny. I'd probably have to pivot to the Baron if that happens, though. So I don't know about all that. I have to do a 4-card discard at one point. So let's just do it before we forget. He's Slipknot posting. Probably have more than enough cards now, but like the Mary Andrew and Faceless Joker kind of forces us to add more cards than we realistically need. So at 37 with like full nonsense copying. So we need 3 4-card discards this time. Are you saving your discards or double tags for? Something useful. Likely voucher tags. But so far we've just seen a bunch of negative skips, so nothing useful yet. I almost missed that. This is probably our last round where we can fully copy the sock for now. Yeah, we're adding cards so that we can discard for more money because we have so many discards. And especially if we get like a mail-in rebate, we'll want additional cards. Oh god, we didn't have Crystal Ball even. Oh! Finally. Alright, so let's hold some money in case we get the antimatter. I sure hope it does. And then we probably do want 1 copy on the idol now, because E37 is about where we were. I don't remember what the significand was. To E36. Oh, that's worse than I remember even. It was either 35 or 36. I think it was at least 36. It shouldn't vary too much because like the plus mult is pretty meaningless. That would be bad. Let's not do that. Wait, does the lucky card trigger even after the polychrome? So it's like even less significant than I was thinking it would be? If you play all glass, is it worth balancing copy, sock, and idol, or is it the same? Glass just acts as another copy of idol in the same way that a red seal acts as another copy of sock. Boy, that's a shame. That is some vouchers cleared at least. Why couldn't you be negative? Why couldn't you be negative? Twins? I mean, we haven't seen a negative in quite a while, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, we didn't even get Omen Globe. Pretty unfortunate. Oh, I meant to add that. I just looked at them and all they all looked bad, so I was like, I don't want this, but what am I holding these desks for? To be fair, not seeing a negative for a while after finding 6 net negatives is just regression to the mean. Well, also, like, we've rolled thousands upon thousands of dollars, right? So we should see a lot of negatives. That's just, like, the expected outcome. Yeah, welcome, Ogre. That's why money equals luck. You don't need luck if you have money. I mean, do they always just get shuffled to the bottom? Let's actually count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. So it would probably just be a full idle copy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Yeah, this is our top end right now. My prediction is E91. I think we're way off of that. Like, E91 is close to the absolute top end once we start throwing glass and get another Joker spot. Like, we're missing a lot of pieces right now. It's possible to reach an inf with an idle build. Yes, but not this one. Another meaningless Joker for my collection. Okay. We've got our deaths ready. Oh no, the plant.
Well
That's
met.
fine. I didn't mean to click that. I don't actually want that one. Definitely don't want that one. Oh, what? Okay, jeez. I meant to land on that to begin with. That was really unlucky. I don't have any junk cards in here, do I? No. So I can just do 3 at a time. RF, thank you for the super chat. Look, I know it's not going to be optimal, but we're just going to do the casual line here of spamming our score. Honestly, we're kind of running out of space in our score here. What point do we pivot to glass? When we need to? There's no reason to throw glass cards when we're scoring so much more than the score. It's Andrew again. It's a low risk edition. Compu Freak, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Mime. We don't actually have to sell the Andy when we get Ecto anymore because we got the hand size voucher, so we should be fine there. I guess I don't need to be rolling. We're not likely to get negatives, but it's fun. We could also just replace this with a blueprint. So go here, here. Does another hand size let you Ecto? Well, we can already Ecto, right? Another, we go down to 6 with an Ecto here. And that's while keeping the Mary Andrew. Baseline, you can take 2 Ectos if nothing is out of the ordinary. We're almost up to 59. Take one more here. It's quite the shop. Nice. Sure. Here. Here. Hello? There we go. I haven't touched the Bazaar in months, and I didn't read the patch notes when I played the game, so probably not going to check those out. Flynn Ham, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Oh, hey, we hit 59. Another voucher cleared at least. But we're close to dying. If we don't get better vouchers here soon. Like, we maybe have 2 more antes, maybe 3, if we don't have something change here. Lewis, thank you for the gifted membership. So I think we do probably want to roll down a little bit more aggressively for like the chance at finding an actual relevant net negative. Do we add a card? No. Relevant like a second showman? Yeah, it'll double the chances, right? Not sure of what, but it'll double the chances. Do not understand how you deck fix so well? Money and experience. Okay. Quad blueprint. So go here. Did add a card this time. That could have been something if it were negative. Oh, thanks, Showman. That blueprint could have been something if it were negative, that's for sure. I'm not even going to buy that one, just out of spite. No, it goes here. Murphy, thank you for the super chat. I do like blueprints. Probably just load up on glass, doesn't matter. Would it be worth it to drop Showman now? To what end? So that we can get Brainstorm? But, like, in addition to Brainstorm, we could get another copy of Sock, another copy of Idol, so we actually increase our chances of finding a hit by having Showman, right? Blueprint, it would be Blueprint, Idol, Sock, they're all identical. So, like, what's the upside there? Blueprint over Brainstorm just is more flexible. And then if we do have to sell the Showman for some reason, then we would have an easier time finding the Brainstorm. We're on E59, I believe, without glass. Okay. Can add something here. Like if a negative invisible Joker, then Showman would go, yeah. But we really want the negative invisible after we get the antimatter, otherwise it kind of wastes its effect. Is Neg Invis still bugged? How is it bugged? I don't think it's bugged. I think it's just a maybe unexpected interaction. Wouldn't it be better to save money until you get an Ecto? What if I don't get an Ecto? I'm operating under the assumption that I might not get an Ecto or an antimatter, so I'm trying to, you know, force the additional negative. We also have $500 and aren't rolling very hard while printing a bunch of money every round. Like we're light on time, not money. Cool. That gives us some more time, though. It mattered? Not yet. Still have plenty of money. That'll double our chances at least. Let's yeah, we can do this already without much concern. So we can split this up a little bit. Easy. Am I still rolling, I guess? How good is 5 copies of Blueprint? I think we already have that video, but it was a modded run. So now we'll have an unmodded version. This has to be as far as the Flush 5 can go now, right? No, we can get an Ecto. But we're kind of hoping for an Omen Globe. I do have, yeah, oh, it's a stone. I would still like to use the death on it, though. Can you reach Nan-Nymph? Yes, but not with this run. All right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. So this seems fine, and then it'll probably stay this way when we go glass. Why not? Because this is not a run that can get anywhere near E308, nor a build that can do so. Like, if I really wanted to, I could easily pivot to Baron Mime and go get Nan-Nymph that way, but I don't have the DNA, I don't have the cards for it. And I just really don't want to, is the main thing right now. We're just doing a casual run. Like, we've done a lot of Nan-Nymph attempts recently. I just want to kind of hang out and make the funny number. What's our high card level? 1, but it's in the telescope, so it wouldn't be hard to level up if we wanted it to. I also probably don't have enough money to make the pivot from here because I've been rolling down like a dummy for nat negatives. Go here. If possible, where would it be best to send Roffle a Balatro seed? I found that has a lot of potential. I probably won't play it, but the Discord is the place where you can share it with other folks. Like, this is a casual unseeded run. I don't normally do seeded runs. So unless it's something outrageous like, wow. I don't know, negative legendaries or a stockpile of legendaries, it's just not worth the seeding a run. But people discuss seeds in the Balatro channel of my Discord. Yeah, we have seen an absurd number of blueprints. We've also like seen a lot of brainstorms, to be fair. We've just seen a lot of everything because we've been rolling so many hundreds of dollars, so many thousands of dollars even. Again, that's the inevitable result of just having good money throughout the course of this entire run. I don't know, does the game tell you the amount of money that you spend or the amount of rolls that you've done? Because we've had some expensive rerolls. It's unfortunate. Yeah, it's only the roll count, right? Which won't tell the whole story. GG? Yeah, we're dead here. We're only like,
Well
I don't know, a few thousand above the scoring requirements or whatever. Probably can't get there. Rix, thank you for the prime. Nice. Omen Globe is the only voucher that matters. We already have antimatter. We just got it last ante.
Well met.
Tempting, but probably not worth. I didn't add a card, did I? No. Cap should be E87, plenty of time. I mean, that's like 2 antes, right? I don't know if that's plenty of time, but we do have this as a good pickup, and the problem is that like even with Omen Globe, we're not super likely to just rip an Ecto, right? There are a lot of spectral cards. We can't really do anything to force them. Streamer luck is insane. I don't know. It's pretty unlucky. I haven't gotten the vouchers I need yet, I would say. It's not a run that is a demonstration of luck. This is just every white stake run. And a clear voucher, playing a voucher at this point, it doesn't clear. There's another version of it. So it just adds a worse voucher that we definitely can't take instead. Obviously, Ante-23 is very unlucky. I mean, Balatro is a game that does not have a lot of luck involved in it. I don't know what to tell you. Nice. It genuinely, truly is not. It's an incredibly deterministic game. I just didn't realize just how much it is controllable. Yeah, it's like I'm not joking. There's a reason why like maybe 90% of my white stake runs look like this, right? It's just experience. Bro wishes he was rebate. It's true. It's true. He's doing a good rebate impression at least. I don't take the Wheel of Fortunes because they do not have the capacity to improve our score in a meaningful way. So it is a waste of money and time, and potentially ecto room to take wheels at this stage. Which of these are nat negative? Everything but the blueprint. Oh god, this is gonna be miserable. Did I add a card? No. Wait? No. Okay, it wasn't actually that miserable. I think next ante will need a little bit of glass. So we're actually not gonna last too much longer here. Alvaro, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, the money sound is satisfying. Yeah, I think we're probably done adding cards. Okay, we probably take that. Do we... What was our score? We were at E78? E72? Okay. So we do need some glass here. Let's reroll this. That's fine. I'm just gonna throw full glass this time, because we have more than enough cards. And it'll give us like the ability to test for next ante as well. I think we still want the double sock copy. Let me double check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and a half. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and a half. Yeah, this is right. I hit Ante 24 on Ghost deck yesterday. That's really impressive, honestly. Like, that's more impressive than this run. Maybe we have next ante. Huge.
Well
Alright.
met.
Ecto me. But I was told there'd be spectral cards. Thanks, Omen Globe. Like, we did see one Ecto, or like, that's how we got this. From, like, spamming 6 cents value. Yeah, this is the only run so far. We'll probably run it back and get another one. I don't know. Maybe we'll not aim for something like quite like this since we're already 2.5 hours into the stream. Full send the glass out ballsy. Again, we're never going to run out of glass. We have deaths, we have 39 cards, and one more ante of relevance. Wrong one. So there's just, like, no risk. Relatable, not getting a single Ecto in the entire runway. I mean, we did get one. We just had to do it ourselves. Okay, we're gonna have to... Jesus. We're gonna have to aggressively roll here. Just to try and scam a negative. Because, like, this is our last ante, right? Barely. I think we maybe get there. It might even take, like, 2 glass hands. Why'd you not swap a blueprint for the foil one? The foil one is worse. Streamer chips on plasma deck? Oh, true, true. But what am I thinking? Should probably take that business card then. That's a shame. We'll roll to 50 here because it's funny. All right. Might take 2 hands here, but we should get through. Unless I'm misremembering. But we do have enough cards for 3 hands. 84? Oh, I could be misremembering. And it might have been wishful thinking. Reroll so fast, how do you not accidentally reroll past something you want? Well, there's very few things that I want, or that matter. And also, it's happened before. Oh! Oh. Oh? Oh. I was right. Chat baited me into thinking I was misremembering. Throw it on the pile. Mime rip? I mean, what does a mime do for me? Like, I literally will die if I tried to pivot to Baron right now. I would have died several antes ago if I tried to pivot to Baron. Like, without the Serpent Farm or the DNA scamming, we're scoring more than a Baron build. Should beat this in one hand? Yeah. Well, I mean, we just saw it. So there's no should, we will. Right, we know what our top end is. There's no variance. No ecto. That one is relevant, but not... Jesus, not enough. You know what? Get off my plane. All right. Definitely don't want to botch this round. You and you. That's the idol, right? The only thing abnormal about this run is the Negative Showman, yeah. And I guess the Negative Faceless and Mary Andrew. Those are both helping maintain the dumb rolling that I'm doing. So it gives like the illusion of being able to improve the run. Thank you, family, for an extra E, but, oh! That's more time. Thank you, Peter.
Well met.
Throw it on the pile.
Well met.
Victor, thank you for the 4 months. Egg. Eventually one of them has to be negative, right? Surely. That's a lot of money. We also just print that much money, don't we? Back on Cryptid? Why would I need Cryptid for this run? No glass break, surely that's relevant. Hey, stop it. One of those two could have been interesting. Bloodstone would have been very frustrating. Alright. It's coming to an end, chat. As all good things do. How many of the vouchers do you have left to get? Probably none of them that I want. This doesn't matter. This doesn't... We don't want... Yeah. I don't have... Like, vouchers aren't the problem. Joker slots is. Now we're buying a few errors for Observatory to help it add an E. Nope. We're gonna need more than one E next ante. So it just clogs my inventory for no reason. Okay. 2 Arcana packs? Surely one of these has an Ecto, right? Nope. Not even a single Spectral. Yeah? Not a... We've seen, like, what, 1 Spectral in all the Arcana packs we've opened since Omen Globe? Like, that's why I said we would have to get very lucky to even see an Ecto once we get the Omen Globe. Yeah, we got 1 Grim as our option. More steel in hand. See previous comment about Observatory. It's identical. The numbers are really big, chat. Things that save an anti-8 run do not save here. Alright. One more chance here. We will have to roll down all of our money as well. 2 negative blueprint brainstorms would add 1 or 2 antes. I think we'd get at least 1 ante from 1 additional blueprint or brainstorm. Alright. It's gotta be in here. Well, we did get a second Spectral card, finally. Alright, gotta be a nat negative. That wouldn't have worked. Could have been another potential out. Yeah, we're really gonna have to put Streamer Luck to the test here. I should have saved that full. In case we get a Temperance, it's slightly more. Every time we see a relevant, or I see a relevant Joker, it makes me sad. Alright, GG. We did.
Well met.
The Joker, thank you for the sub. Skip for Serpent, maybe. You're thinking of the wrong build. What does Serpent do for me? Red Seal, Polychrome, Lucky, 4 blueprints. That's 5 blueprints. Thank you very much. That's negative blueprint erasure. How dare you? Unfortunately, we didn't get the Ecto and like make it an actual good run, but good enough, I guess. Crash. Dan, thank you for the super chat. Four blueprints allowed me to take this run into endless. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? That's 5 blueprints. Thank you for the faceless Joker value.